so important. And he's still here.
I said your zodiac sign. Put it in the chat, guys.
Like a really good
Okay,
friend.
with love, we gotta have a little
Yeah,
reality
friend.
check real quick. You gotta just be the best you can be, not anybody else. It's only you at the end of the day.
OMG, it is Wednesday already. What is up, guys? Here, let me make sure that we are A-okay on YouTube, because sometimes YouTube is a little bit more on the slower side of the platforms that want to work with the kid. So give me a second. I hope you guys had a really good Thanksgiving. I know mine was good, girl. And I hope y'all not eating no leftovers right now. Okay, no leftovers, no more. Tummy aches. We're going to get tummy aches, okay? No more leftovers. All right, it's looking like we're good. Shout out to YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Okay, we are back, girl. Here, let me get my little decorative pebble off of here. I didn't know that one was there. Okay, my bad. Hi, hey everyone. I hope you are having an awesome week. You know, we do our Wednesday check-in. If you've never seen me before, hi, hello. My name is Naja, aka the Voodoo Child. And this is a Tribe Tea segment. That is when you guys send in your stories. If you need advice, if you just want to have a good key, we're here for that, okay? And it's live. This is the live segment. All right. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my mods. What is up, everyone? You say you just finished watching my Vlogmas. Thank you so much. We got all types of content coming out this month of December. We're going to be going live more because I'm going to be doing the Tribe Tea recaps, like the updates. So next week, you guys are going to get an upload and a stream. So that's going to be fun. We've got vlogs every week. We've got podcasts every Friday. Okay, you guys are about to be fed, girl. You guys are about to be fed. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yes, please stop with the leftovers. Somebody said I just saved myself leftovers from 2024. You sound like somebody grandma. That's like grandma activity. Like grandmas be getting a plate and then they put it in the deep freezer. Girl. That's how you fight them diseases, girl. You get you some of them good old stomach bugs or whatever. Okay, hold on. Let me get to my stories because my little thing just reset. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different stories today. Okay. We have Tribe Tea, Love Bombed and Ghosted. That has some receipts. The second one is the title story, which is Roommate Horror Story. And this one has videos. Okay. Can I even put a video on here? I should be able to. It's going to be a little bit of a pain, but I should be able to. The third one is Tribe Tea Emergency. I think that my boyfriend is on, let's just say substances, and he might be being unfaithful. Now that's a lot to go through. That is a lot. The fourth one is I need to change my life, girl. And the last one is I'm trying to fill a void. Am I trying to fill a void, or are my feelings valid, basically? Well, girl, your feelings are always valid now. You're going to feel how you feel. Nothing's going to stop that, right? Here we go. Tribe Tea, Love Bombed and Ghosted. I was about to say, where is the story? All right. Do you guys have your snacks? Do you have your water? Today I have a water bottle, okay? Get your blizzies, get your food. If you're doing your hair, do one of these. Give you a little, okay, give you a little stretch. Here, let me turn my phone down. Girl, what you want, girl? What you want, girl? Aw, my niece took Christmas pictures. So cute. With her little dress. I'm going to have to print this out. I might just ask her mom for copies and save some freaking money, child. OMG. What's up, y'all? Okay, we got a lot of people funneling in. Make sure to like the stream. Okay, like the stream. Like the stream. It helps a lot. You said you really should be doing your hair, but you're not in that mode. You're going to regret it, girl. You're gonna regret not doing it. Okay, I got one receipt uploaded. Let's get into story number 1. All right, we coming on stream on time for once, girl. Love bombed and ghosted. Now they sent me some pictures of them. They do look a little on the young side, so I'm really nothing like high school. I'm talking like younger than me, like 21, 20. So I'm nervous, you know, y'all, my little brothers and my little sisters, y'all be making me nervous because, man, it's really different out in these streets now. In these dating streets, it's very different. And like, I would never try to tell a younger person, you know, you don't got it bad because of technology, whatever, because it is bad out here. The mans want to be the girls, forcing the girls to be the mans. It's too much. Okay, it's too much. Talking about bringing stuff to tables and stuff like, yeah. Okay. Let's get right into it. Hey, queen. Hey, friend. I love your videos, and I have been watching you since 2017. Damn. And I'm proud to see that you are still having this as an outlet to reach you. Oh, of course. Of course. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't want to say I would do something forever. You know, I would never want to put myself in a box like that. But I've always been on the internet. I don't know. I just feel, girl, I don't know. I might be somebody's grandma on here. I might be somebody's granny in the live chat. Like, that just might be how I end up. Because, hey, you know, what's up, everybody just got up in here. What's up, what's up? So, back to the story. Thank you so much for the compliments, by the way. They are 23. I was close. They are a girl. They're a Pisces. Shout out to all my Pisces in the chat. They were born on the 20th of February. So you're February Pisces. Okay. And the guy that I'm talking about is 21. I was about to say, because he looks like a baby. Like, he looks like, sorry to jump the gun a little bit, but I'm just going to tell y'all. He looks like a girl. Like, he looks like, you know that guy that be hanging out with Lil Uzi that looks like a girl? Like, what is their name? It's not Geo. It's something. Can y'all help me out in the chat if you know? Here, I'm going to put the chat on screen. What's their name? And they look like a girl, but he's not a girl. Like, he's just a very, very pretty boy. Like, that's what he looks like. Like, he looks like if he has a sister, like, I would already know what they look like type of deal. Like, he looks like a girl. He looks like a little girl. So, he's about to ghost you for who? He looks like, if y'all watch Power, he looks like, if any of y'all still watch Power, child, the season that's on right now, he looks like D-Mac from Power, but like way more feminine in, like, I can't explain. It's his mannerisms. Like, he's going like this in pictures, and he's, you know, like, he's doing all of that in the pictures, child. Like, he's in the pictures, okay? No, not Geo. What's the other one? There's the other one, and he's like, he looks like a girl. Hold on. Y'all about to make me go crazy. I know Geo. She's in the sunken place. I don't. I'm gonna just type in the boy who looks like a girl. That is with Lil Uzi. And as soon as I seen Lil Uzi stepping out with this person, I'm like, JT, do you not see what's going on right in your damn face? Like, you don't see Lil Uzi trotting around this femboy? Like, you don't see what's going on? You said Glow? Is that their name? And Glow? Yeah, this Glow guy. Yeah, who is that? His name is Glow Diddy? Oh, hell nah, bruh. See, this is why. Yes, okay, this is them. This is them. Like, they look like a girl. Like, this is like the king of all femboys. Like, the femboy final boss. Like, yeah. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't let that go. I couldn't let it go. But I usually don't talk about what they look like until the end, but you sent me so many pictures. So I was like, oh, okay. So he is a Scorpio. Shout out to all my Scorpios, all right? It all started when I was on a dating app scrolling, and he had seen me promoting my Discord server on the dating app. For context, I'm on dating apps promoting my server, which is related to promoting my content, okay? If y'all catch her drift, y'all catched her drift, all right? So he joined my server, and that was the same day I typed in my server asking who can with me in my city. I know that's crazy, but sorry, I couldn't help it. Yes, niece, do not do that no more. Don't do that no more, baby sis. Don't do that, because that's how the hashtag and slasher gets you, okay? And the killer, in my Wendy voice, that's when the killer gets you. Don't do that. So he replied to my text saying that he could meet, and with that, we took it to the DMs. The link was set, and he got me a lift to go see him. Now, mind you, I only wanted to, partake in some extracurriculars. This is also taking place at night, like 2 or 3 a.m. You're just giving yourself to the hashtag and slasher. Why are you meeting up with men, barely men, I guess, at 2, 3 in the morning? Child. When I got there, he seen me and hugged me. How was he awake? Like, how do you... let me shut up. When I get there, he see me and hug me. Mentioned how we were twinning because we both had camo on. I'm telling you, he a little... Girl, talk about we're twinning. I don't know. We're just talking casually. I actually enjoyed my time talking to him and hanging out with him. It's also important to mention that he told me he originally lives in Atlanta. He was just visiting me in this state that we're at right now. Red flag number 1. I got home and we're texting, and that was just that. So the next day comes and we're texting again, and out of nowhere, he Apple pays me $150 talking about have a nice day, fine shit. Man, I don't even know like what to say. Like, society has like gotten to this like really weird point, because I feel like, courting is courting. It's always been that way since the beginning of time. But like, I just can't imagine a 21-year-old, like, you low-key tricking, bro. Like, you're giving a girl $150. Again, y'all could put 2 and 2 together on what our friend's occupation is, okay? It's like there's like 2 polar extremes going on right now in society. It's like on one end you have this lonely man epidemic, red pill, sassy man. I want to be wine and dined. I want to be a bad bitch, right? And then you have the other hand where it's like and it's so sad. You guys know, if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. But Nova from Soft White Underbelly and stuff, and how she's a kid going through all this Skid Row stuff with her mom and she was talking about how the youngest person that ever paid her for services was 17. And I'm just like, y'all are too young to be paying for that. If anything, you should be stacking your paper up so that when you are of age, you can afford to actually, be with a woman. Like, I'm just like, damn, you 21, you 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, tricking. Damn, Junior. Like, you like, jeez Louise. Oh my gosh. I automatically think he's trying to pursue me, right? What would you and the tribe think his intentions are? Tricking. That's what I think. I was so lost, but obviously grateful, because money is money. And I later sent him the recent Telfeezy bag as a test, and he asked if I wanted it and asked if he should send it to my address, and he actually got it for me. I later on seen this as him trying to be my trick. That's what I got from it too, y'all. Like, y'all talk about it's giving Shin from Nana. No, for real. Like, what? Later on, he tells me that he's been in the studio, and I follow up with the question on, are you a producer? And he says he's a rapper and that I'm not tapped in. Okay, fifth, fourth, Migos, whatever. So that was red flag number 2. Because, baby, I'm not trying to do no rapper, especially knowing how they get with relationships. Yeah, I wouldn't blame you at that age. Like, because at that age, that is when people are like, I'm trying to be a rapper, period. I'm not trying to have a normal job. I'm not a musician or a poet. You know, the older you get, then rappers start turning into poets. They start turning into producers. They start turning into musicians, right? But yeah, you're at that age where, unfortunately, if he wasn't raised with a role model that is also in that industry, they put it all in that one basket, girl. Like, I don't blame you. So the next time we link wasn't anything too crazy. We just, watched TV, yapped. I got tired and I slept on the couch, but he was trying to get me to sleep in the bed, which I said no, because I'm not an idiot and I already know where that goes. After that, he texted me talking about he wants to cuddle and that it was and that it wasn't too crazy to ask. Days go by. Okay, so where are you doing this at? Does he have his own, home? Like, does he have his own apartment? Like, where are you meeting up with him? Are you in the studio with him is there a room in the studio? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out, I'm trying to gauge where he's at, because you're tricking at 21. And when I was around that age and I was dating somebody that age, they were broke as hell and angry about it. So I'm just trying to figure out what he got going on. Cause you over here buying selfies and stuff. Like, what's up? So days go by and we're still texting, and I ask him to buy me something and he gets it again. So it's a reoccurring routine. So because now I'm under the impression that he's just getting me anything I want, because he's been doing it for a while, especially when we go out. And he hints at seeing me that same day, but I just brushed it off because I'm busy. But that was my last day in the state. So 3 days later, he comes back just to see me specifically and spend time together, and saying he wants me to go back to Georgia with him. But I'm not crazy. Plus, I got ops in ATL. Girl, what do you be doing? Like, what do you mean you got ops in ATL? Oh my gosh. Next day we link. We're hanging. What did you do? Next day we link. We're hanging. Doing what we do. Yapping. The usual. But I go on a mini date and watched a movie that I forgot the name of. And I took some infused brownies. Let's say that. And I was actually getting to know him as if he was a close friend. Nothing other than that. We enjoyed each other's company and nothing was weird or forced. So the next day comes and it's Labor Day / Caribbean Day. So I'm out in his area. So I'm mentally planning on seeing him after my friends. Bad idea. As the day goes on, I ask him for some money to go out. He says, of course, how much you need. And he sends me a cool $150. Okay, I'm lit. He asks, what am I doing after the parade? And I asked, do he want to come see me? He gets a lift. I pull up and we're just, doing our routine, yapping. You get it. He mentioned there's no remote for the TV, which at this point I think he's lying for the plot, but it works. So I say, hey, we should go into the room. I don't know how it happens, but now we over here cuddling, but nothing happened past that. Fell for the bait and I slept over. So the next day comes, I woke up and go home. I'm going to just pause it real quick and just say something. I am so proud of all of my, I guess I could say this because we're 20 minutes in the stream, my sexually liberated young people, because, the generations before us did not get a chance to do that. However, I don't know about y'all, but stuff like this gives me so much anxiety, bro. And I said this in the comment section because somebody was trying to be funny. Some dude was trying to be funny, talking about, I hope you're not one of those women that just hate all men. Obviously not. I'm married to a man. But the person that I married is like, he's just not like y'all, bro. He just not, bro. And like, my husband wouldn't do this, but just dealing with men throughout my life, stuff like this makes men violent. Like, stuff like this makes men resentful and want to put their hands on you and crash out. And like, this would scare me, y'all. This would scare me. Like, just constantly taking, knowing that he wants something. Like, I would be scared that he's gonna freaking Stephen King my ass. Especially when they're that young, unless they had like parents of the year, you get what I'm saying? Maybe he had more grown parents that raised him with right or whatever, I don't know. But the majority of these early 20s men definitely don't know how to regulate their emotions yet. So like, I'm scared. I'm scared for you. Like, I'm scared. Yes, it's like, okay, so when is he gonna flip? Like, I would be scared too. Like, when is he gonna snap and be like, oh, I'm not getting nothing out of this. Like, scared, bro. So the next day comes, I wake up and go home. We're texting soon after, and he mentions that, he wants to see me again. And we see each other again the same day. He takes me out shopping. And now, we're getting a little bit more affectionate and things happen. He had 2 more days left in my state at this time, so he gets a hotel in the city. I come over, and I haven't left until it was time for him to go. So is he just coming over to your place? Like, where is this middle ground at? Is it the studio? Is it your place? I just want to know, like, how dangerous, how on the edge are we being right now? So I come over to this hotel, and I haven't left until it was time for him to go. And girl, a lot happened. I gave it to him. I just gave it to him. I gave it to him. I'm going to just paraphrase because we're on TikTok live also. Make sure y'all double tap the screen if you're on TikTok. And I'm not trying to get booted, but let's just say if you give a mouse a cookie, bitch, like that's what happened. And our last days together actually gave me so much dopamine. I was happy. And at that point, I just couldn't get enough of him. And I haven't liked anybody like that in a while. So maybe not to get all, Freudian on your ass or nothing, but like maybe, friend that sent in the story, there's something to unpack there with the type of dynamics. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to read, girl. But if you know, if you catch my drift in the chat, I think there might be a little bit more to these dynamics. Because like, how is it so, like, we got no fear doing this dangling carrot routine. And then when we do give the carrot, it's like, oh my gosh, I love this man so much. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. She talking about, I haven't liked anybody like this. There was actually something that was going to be long term, or so my delusional Pisces self thought. Before he left, he said that he's going to see his family before he goes home, and I wished him a safe travel. The next day came, we're still texting. He said that it's been 24 hours since he's seen me. He got to come back, blah, blah, blah. But then the next day happens, and there's no texting. He stopped texting around the afternoon that day once he settled down and reached his destination. I think nothing of it. Maybe he's just busy, especially because he's on Do Not Disturb and with family, right? Next day, no texting. So that's when I did my research, aka stalking. I don't know if it's because I'm married, bruh, but like, I would do stalking in the beginning because this is how people be getting murdered, bruh. If you have, like how I mentioned earlier, like, yeah, my husband would never snap on me if I said no, but an average man in the street might snap on me if I said no. Like, men like this who just $150, there is a bitch somewhere racking in that money. You're never going to be the only one. Never going to be the only one. In the words of Donna Briggs, if you're with a really, really rich man, you have to be okay. And he is not really, really rich, child. I'm just saying Donna Briggs, what Donna Briggs said. You're going to be sharing him with a few other bitches. You're going to be sharing him with a few other bitches, girl. Like, it just is what it is. And I notice he sends you the same amount every time. My Telfair bag is $150. Like, Look, I'm being so real. Like, good men are hard to find. There's a reason why that is a saying, bitch. Like, something's going on. But taking money from somebody's husband or like smashing somebody's husband, he's 21. So unless he's military, I doubt he's married. I doubt there's going to be a wife. But that's how bitches like show up in the middle of the night and shoot you. Like, I don't know. And then it's like, okay, you finally give it to him. And then he gets ghost. Like, if anything, that's why I said if I were you, I'll kind of look at your attachment style a little bit. Because why did that make you want him more? You get what I'm saying? If anything, you should only give him the cookie when you're ready to release him. Just like, all right, I'm done with you. And that's if you like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't give him the cookie thinking, oh, yeah, this cookie gonna make him stay. No, it's all about the anticipation, right? And now he got the reward. So there's really no point in doing this, right? And the title of this is Love Bombed and Ghosted. And I'm just like, friend, this is kind of your profession. Like, this is kind of your profession, is for guys to kind of, you get what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you don't deserve love. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve a normal relationship or anything like that. However, in the line of work you're in, you're going to have multiple men that want to shower you with stuff. And then when they get it from you, they're going to leave because that was the mission. You know? Girl. Let's see. What was he doing? What was he doing? This is when she starts doing her stalking. I found out that he had me hidden from viewing his story. Automatically, there was something to hide. I did research on his Twitter and quickly found out that he has had a girlfriend since 2022. They still follow each other. I already knew it was going to be another bitch. I already knew. Because there's no way you got Mr. Generous over here. Oh my gosh. He was probably buying y'all matching stuff. Like, oh my gosh. He probably gives himself like a, I don't know, maybe like a $500 allowance and then just disperses it. They still follow each other. And I know they're still dating just by how they interact on Twitter. Also found out that she lives in another state. And his location was in that third, because there's 2 states already, but there's a third state in the equation. And she said that his location was in that same state. That's when I sent him my first few texts. But to be honest, they were distasteful and I should have never sent them. So we have those texts. And we're about to get into it. Make sure you guys like the stream. We're about to look at these texts real quick. Is this it? Ooh. All right. Trigger warning, girl, because they cussing. They cussing up a storm. Okay. She's talking about hello. Not you ghost me. Hello. We're still on the first story. We're about to wrap it up though. Oh, so now it's F me. Okay. Okay, so you just not gonna text me no more? Like, can I get a like, what is a BBR? Oh my God, I'm too old. What's a BBR? Hello, tribe. What's a BBR? Can I get a what? Can I get a who? What's a BBR? A what? Shout out to all my girls at the office at work. What is a BBR? I know the BBR. I just get up, friend. Just get up. I can't believe she said I shouldn't have texted. Damn, you don't know either, so nobody knows. All right, we're all too old. Hold on. What does BBR stand for? That is not what it means. They talking about bottleneck bandwidth. Talk about Brazilian butt raise. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know. A Brazilian butt roast is crazy. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know. What does that mean? BBR, slang internet term. Blonde, brunette, redhead. This should say Broken Bow Records, Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, I'm done. I'm not about to baby back ribs. I'm done. Okay, we're just not gonna know. We're just not gonna know what it is, girl. There's so many different things it could be. Like, can I get a baby back rib? What's going on? Okay, like a BRB. Like, can I get a BRB? I'll be right back. Thank you, because I'm over here dying. I'm sorry. Um, okay, you got that. If you don't, I guess she meant to say hit me up. If you don't hit me up tomorrow, I'm gonna assume the worst, and you're not gonna come to New York for me no more, and I'm good. Me, stop sharing my location. I'm for the streets. Ooh. Talk about you, Ghost, because you got a girlfriend, not even with family. You're literally weird and didn't have to do all that. Instead of hiding your story from me, you should just block me. Genuinely weird. Something wrong with you for sure. And I hope she know you be, ooh, fucking and fake tricking. What did he say, girl? Did he ever respond? Did he ever respond, girl? Like, please don't make me mad. Because what is this? She said, I found out he had me hidden from viewing the story. I should have never sent that text. Yeah, you really shouldn't have sent it. I mean, I don't know, bruh, because I kind of approve that little bit of toxicity. I'm not going to hold you. I would have said that shit too. I would have said that shit too. Like, oh, you didn't think that I knew that you had a girlfriend? And I would have called him a trick too. Hurt people, girl. Hurt people. No, he didn't fake trick. He was tricking for real. Like, he was tricking for real. But I probably would have played it a little bit more cool on some, like, if you had a girlfriend, all you had to do was tell me, and then just, like, still not mess with him. And then I would get the proof of him being like, oh, yeah, oh, I didn't know if you were cool with me having a girl or not. And then I would screenshot that and then send it to the girl. Yes. Because now we're all just going to be okay with it, right? Now we're all just going to have a good freaking day. She found out he had a girlfriend because she went on his Twitter, and they're like publicly dating on Twitter. So I shouldn't have sent him the text. I blocked him, removed his location from Find My iPhone, and I just left it there because I was just left confused, hurt, surprised, mad, honestly, every emotion. I was going through the stages of detachment, and it was hard because ghosting has never happened to me, nor have I done it. How long have you been doing your profession? Like, are you new to it? Because this should be, rejection is part of S work in general. Like, you have to be firm in your boundaries. They're expecting it, and if you don't, they're gonna sense it like a hound dog, and they're just gonna walk all over you. Like, so this is the routine of that world, you know. And I've never done that before. I'm not speaking from experience. It's just with age, you meet different women that have different walks of life, and they tell you about these things. That's why, like, in the beginning, when there was like that sugar baby boom that happened, tons of older women were telling us, like, hey, don't do that. That's basically S work, and it leads to stripping. And then the stripping boom happened. Hey, girl, I strip, and it's a really dark environment. There's a lot of alcohol, a lot of drugs, a lot of sad stories. We're just trying to feed our kids. Like, so that's the only reason why I know this. Because when people share their experiences, I listen, child. Because I'm not trying to go through shit that I could just learn from somebody. That's the whole point of Tribe Tea, right? If you want to keep doing this, this is going to be your norm. Because you have to have these boundaries. You have to, or else they're going to walk all over you. And I thought you did a really good job. I just didn't expect you to, like, get romantic after intimacy. You know, maybe that should be your line then. Like, keep it strictly on your platform. Don't meet up with any people. You get what I'm saying? Maybe that should be your boundary. I don't know if anybody is or has done S work, put it in the comments and give them some advice. My question to you is, wait a minute. I don't understand how somebody could be so affectionate and then just go ghost after 3 weeks of talking. 3 weeks. My question to you in the tribe, why do you think he did that? What pushed him? He got the cookie. How do you handle love bombing and ghosting? What you're going to have to hear, and I'm going to put the chat on the screen, you're going to have to figure out how to decipher that. That's going to be something that you're going to have to do if you want to keep having this line of work. If you no longer want to do this type of work, it'll be easier for you to recognize the love bombing, right? Because with this line of work, the men are going to think that is the standard. You have a subscription that people pay every month to see certain things from you. So it's going to be the standard. And so you should always think that there is something attached to these items. Always. Unless you meet them in the real world. Like you met this guy through your platform, right? That too, that's very good advice. You need to meet up with other people that do what you do so that you can get a little bit more on the ropes. I feel like it's a good thing with these websites and stuff like subscription based, like Patreon, all that stuff. So you can be in charge of your own money. But the perks of management is getting some of these perks. I would go and try to talk to other girls that are maybe in your city that do the same thing you do and like ask. A lot of these dudes be tricking on the same people. So you'll get reoccurring characters and stuff like that. Ghosting. How you deal with ghosting is to honestly, ghosting is a hard one because it has like everything to do with the other person, usually like protecting their peace, whatever that means. Usually you should just leave people where they're at with that. Honestly, I feel like it does more harm than done to beat a dead horse. Well, why did you stop talking to me? Why did you stop talking to me? I just don't want to talk to you. You get what I'm saying? Any advice to cope is appreciated. I'm still hurt from it, to be honest, especially because I was growing feelings for him. I didn't think that we would be in a relationship, but I thought it was going somewhere until I seen he was in a clear as day relationship. Girl. And then she sent me this text that they did. Is this the same one? Yeah, this is the same one of them being like lovey-dovey and shit. He talking about, of course, bae with the cat emoji. Why do all cheating ass dudes use that damn cat? That's how you know they're coming for the cat, girl. That's how you know that's all they want, using that damn cat. Like, what? Yes, like, please check out the chat right now. They are dropping some gems, for real. No, for real, you didn't even like him until y'all did it, girl. What you want to do now, gonna lay down for a little while and yearn. Then I'm gonna get some food. What the hell? Tell my, yeah, you, weirdo. I don't like him. He's just weird. And then you didn't think it was going to be in a relationship, girl. Also, yes, I told the girlfriend on Instagram, but she never texted back. And I don't know if she's even active on there. Girl, I would have made a whole Twitter account just to talk to her. Thank you for reading this. I wish nothing but the best for you. Enjoy the rest of your day. P.S. I'm more so upset that I No. See, that's what we're not going to do. I love y'all Pisces so much. So much. My rising is in Pisces, and I've learned over the years of why I do like y'all, even though y'all do some really funny shit. All of your stuff is on your sleeve, baby girl. Like, don't try to come on here and try to be like, oh, I'm just mad because I lost somebody on my roster. Girl, that man put it on you one time. And he's not even experienced. He's not even an old trick. He was like a teenager 2 seconds ago. And he put it on you one time. And now you're over here going crazy as shit. And you trying to, oh, well, he just another dude. No, he's not. That man got you messed up. He got you all types of messed up. Oh, my gosh. So get this. Get this, y'all. get this, because we have some updates. Okay, we have some updates. Okay, y'all say I should start saying biscuit again. Okay, I'm gonna start saying biscuit, girl. Don't give him your biscuit no more. Yeah, stop fronting, girl. It's okay. Like, it happens. It happens. Everybody gets caught up. And that OF model on Instagram, she wasn't always a pro. You get what I'm saying? It happens. You get cased up sometimes, bro. Well, you don't get cased up. You fuck up sometimes. You didn't get cased up. So, hey. But here, we got some updates real quick. Update. He doesn't have a girlfriend. I know because I recently spoke to somebody who knows him. So now I don't know what the reason was to ghost me. I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. And I'm sorry, my nails are not done right now. He has a girlfriend, girl. He has a girlfriend. Now, whether or not you're okay with him having 2 girlfriends, that's your prerogative. Okay? You sent me this. Okay, so you sent me the first one September 20th. You sent me the update September 25th. So in 5 days, somebody who knows him told you that he doesn't have a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend. You need to make a Twitter account and at him and her. Watch. Her homegirl's gonna come out of nowhere. A whole other bitches watch. Watch. Tell me, I don't know what the reason was to ghost me, because he got what he wanted. And you are so pretty. Like, what? It's always like the girls that look like doms that are really just like cute little Hello Kitty, you know, like princesses for real. Like, if I were to just see you, I would think you were stepping on men's necks, girl. Like, you just don't meet them offline. Just don't meet them offline. Like, you can curate a fantasy with your look. Like, do not meet these people no more. Like, for real. If you date people that don't know what you do. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, go meet somebody at the coffee shop, at the library, at a local show, stuff like that. Like he's not even... Girl. Then she said, update, we're talking again. You talking about come back, chill, I'm mentally ill. I broke up with my ex because I can't stop thinking about you. He did have a girlfriend and he's still, bruh, leave him. Okay, we putting the chat back on the screen. Leave him alone. He is playing on your top, and now he knows that you soft. I love my Pisces girls down, but y'all are mush. He knows you soft, bro. You gotta cut him. You gotta cut him loose. He knows you soft. You gotta cut him loose. He talking about I'm mentally ill. I'm not about to play with you, bro. You tell me you crazy one time, I'm good. He said, I'm mentally ill. I broke up with my ex because I can't stop thinking about you. And she said, I'm mentally ill too. What the fuck? And then he said, I broke up with my ex. And she was like, why didn't you tell me? He didn't tell you because he wanted both. And he's not gonna break up. Like, I'm telling you, bro, y'all are too young. Like, he's not going to break up with you or break up with her. Like, he's not going to. He knows that you soft and he's gonna keep trying you. And he's only gonna go as far as you let him go. So, you could either fake it till you make it, just start being mean as fuck to him, leave him alone. Like, he's literally not worth it. Okay, so now let's play the game. All right, let's play a game of he doesn't have a girlfriend, okay? And right now he is a single man and you guys are talking, okay? You get him how you lose him. What's to say he doesn't start tricking off on another girl in your city or a state over or whatever the hell, and now you're the girlfriend, and one day you find yourself getting broken up with because he's moved on to the next. Like, I wouldn't want, I don't know. I just don't feel right about that one, friend. And I could tell you're really excited to talk to him and everything, but I just don't know. Like, and then you're like a New York 10, and he's like not. He looks like freaking D-Mac from Force. He's just looks like somebody drew him funny. I don't know. Like, he looks a mess to me. He do. I don't know. I don't know where he's getting this little $150 pops that he be getting. I don't know. What if he was getting it from the ex? And now that he knows that he can get in your pants and he don't got to pay, like, girl, I don't know. Y'all gonna have to give her some advice in the comments, because as of right now, I don't know what to say. Because, I mean, if you like it, I love it, I guess. Because, girl, give us an update. I'm reading updates this month. You sent me that last update in October. Like, it's been 2 months. What's tea? Was the girl really gone? Did you ever make contact with the girl? Have you ever made contact with the girl? Because I don't believe that he really left her alone. I don't. And I wouldn't be surprised if that person that told you is like a mutual and just trying to look out for him. Like, please let that man go, because I could tell he thinks you soft. Like, he's about to keep trying you if he hasn't already. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't know. And then what's even more scary about him is, for a 21-year-old, and please don't take this out of context, his endurance is pretty impressive. He waited 3 weeks and spent about $500 before you gave it up. I wouldn't be surprised if he could last like a month or two without stepping out. He was with the last girl for 3 years. Look. I would stop while you're ahead. If you guys have any advice, I love the advice you guys were giving earlier about, you know, going and checking out your scene, linking up with other girls that do what you do. Because, I mean, it's not a unique situation. I'm sure other girls have, you know, fallen for a trick once or twice. You know, you just need to get out this hole. Like, I don't like him, child. I don't like him. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Let's see. Let's check these TikTok comments. What y'all got to say? They said 3 weeks is not that long. It's not. It's not. It's not. But hey, when you're young, you know, shit. Sometimes young people be doing it the first night. So, I mean, shit. Let go and let God, period. The girlfriend probably already know her man cheat and just learned to live with it. I doubt it. I feel like he probably does the same sweetheart stuff to her, buys her a little $100 here, a little $100 there, a little $100 there. Like, I'm telling you, like, men that be tricking and shit, there's always other people to put their hand in the pot. They say we being a little bit delulu. I agree. As a Pisces girl, I've heard it before. You need to run. Hey, shout out to Molly Poppins. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I would cut ties with him. I would, in a heartbeat. But let's get into this next story. Thank you so much for your entry. And I hope everything is going good with you, girl. I hope you're making good monies. So this next one is TRIBETEA roommate horror story. Because y'all know, if you in this economy, Make sure you guys like the stream and double tap if you're on TikTok. All right. Hey, Naja and Tribe. What's up, friend? It's your boy Cyrus with another roommate story for y'all to judge me on. I waited to send this as I sent an update to some other Tribe teas, but I think it got lost in the mix. For reference, I'm a black bi man, and the first roommate story was streamed on April 30th, 2025, so this year. As a refresher, my roommate had sent me a message saying I had to move out due to her boyfriend. She moved in. wanting time to be a family before his baby with his ex arrived. Oh my gosh, yes, I do remember that. Queen Delulu. He was living with Queen Delulu. Let's read that again. I had to move out. My roommate says I had to move out due to her and her boyfriend that she moved in wanting time to be a family before his baby with his ex arrived. Ma'am. Close to the move out date, she gave me my car. Oh, close to the move out date that she gave me, my car had completely broke down in a different city. Damn. Not only did I have to get it towed to my city, but my dealership couldn't fix the issue for another 3 months. I ended up having to use the majority of my moving savings to get another car. I now didn't have a full deposit to move somewhere solo, but I just so happened to see a somewhat friend, okay, like an acquaintance of mine from high school, post on Snapchat about looking for a roommate, and we're going to call her Mary. I instantly reached out to Mary, and she was ecstatic. Mary stated I could move in whenever, so when the time came for me to go, I just moved. Everything was cool at first, as it was just me, Mary, and a third roommate who's not important to the story. As days went on, I started to notice weird things about Mary. Oh my God. She was a frequent user of the devil's lettuce and Schmeika Schmelix, if y'all get my drift. Okay. This is not an issue for me until she made it clear that her boyfriend, and their friends all did them to mask different pain and trauma they claim to have. Yeah, see, that is not okay. Like, remember how I made that analogy? If you watch my streams, you've heard it before. Certain things are tools, okay, in life. God gives us certain things naturally as tools, like the devil's lettuce, even though I joke and call it the devil or whatever. God created it. Mushrooms out in the world, in the garden, in the forest. You can eat some mushrooms. Mother Aya, stuff like that, are natural tools. You use tools to build stuff and, make something out of nothing and, make progress, right? But there are certain people that take these tools and they just collect them. You're just a tool collector. You don't do nothing with them. You just collect them. And then when you have enough stuff, if we're getting metaphorical, things start to get heavy because you got all these damn tools, right? How are you collecting the tool to make, because you got the trauma? Shouldn't you be using the tool to build a bridge to get over the trauma? Like, that would make me very concerned. So, like, you're just frying your brain. And then aren't there other, like, ceremonies that people usually do with these things with, like, a guide and stuff like that, right? This is scary. This is really, really scary. I had a friend in my past. They passed away. But they went through like this thing too, where it was just Schmeika Schmelix day after day after day because they were going through stuff, and like they just turned into like this different person, and it really messes you up. And I couldn't imagine living with somebody like that, like just very unpredictable. You don't know if they're gonna punch a hole in the wall, if they're gonna look at your face and see the devil. Like, it's just really scary. I wouldn't. So I just kept to myself, and I just watched how toxic and codependent Mary was to her boyfriend. But it didn't last long. He ended up breaking up with her, which sent her deeper into a spiral. She ended up going on a 2-week binge of, We ended up not being able to focus on that because the water heater in the house ended up bursting and flooding the basement. Oh my God. According to Mary, the property management didn't want to fix it, so we would move out and they would raise the rent to its current property value. Damn, why everything go to shit when I come in? I was concerned about my next steps because I'd only been there for 2 months, and at this time I had gotten comfortable. But thankfully, one of Mary's friends, who we'll call Beth, said she was living in an empty house all by herself and that everyone was welcome to move except the third roommate because she did not like her. Oh, T. I was not at liberty to jeopardize my living situation. I did not tell roommate 3 that we were moving in with Beth as we went our separate ways. Beth's dad was our landlord, and we did not sign a lease. We just paid our portion of the bills. I don't like that, friend. That gives people room to be bad, if you catch my drift. I'm all moved in the new house and everything is fine at first. But all things go to hell when Beth's ex, Nate, moves into the house. Beth's ex, Nate. Okay, so now we have you marry Beth. Beth is now the new, this is my house. Mary is the girl that's like fried off the Schmeika Schmellies. Okay, so Beth is inviting a man to her house. For context, they had broken up 3 months prior, and he lived at the house with her while they were together. He needed somewhere to stay, and Beth had a new man. What? Beth had a new man. So she wasn't concerned. See, this is that shit that I don't understand. I don't know why I keep bringing... This is how y'all know I'm freaking traumatized by this damn show. I keep bringing it up. Like, with Baby Reindeer... I was like, so that's your ex and they live in that your mama house? And we're grown? Like, we're broken. I couldn't imagine. We're broken up and it's not an ex-husband or nothing. Like, this is your boyfriend. Like, it's not like we got kids and like, oh, well, we're broken up. But, he's going to stay at my mom's house while he gets on his feet. Like, this is your boyfriend. Staying with your mama and your daddy. What? Okay, here. I'm going to do a quick little recap for you guys because I feel like some people are lost in the chat. I'm going to help you guys. So, our main guy is writing in. He got kicked out of one apartment. Well, he left one apartment because roommate number 1 wanted to be in this weird throuple with her cheating ex and the baby that he made with somebody else. Roommate number 2 is Mary, who gets fried on Schmeika Schmelligs. The water heater burst in the basement of the house, kind of condemned the house. And the landlord was like, y'all got to get out. I need to gut it. And I'm going to reevaluate the rent for the new market. They can't afford it. Roommate number 3 now, and by roommate, I mean house number 1, house number 2, house number 3, is Mary's friend, Beth. Okay. Beth lives with her parents. It's really Beth's parents' house. And nobody pays rent. This just must be like a mansion, girl. Yeah. And there's no lease. Everybody's just paying a fixed amount to Beth's dad. So Beth was like, oh, it'd be a good idea if I let my ex join in on this circus. Now it's like mom, dad, the person that's writing in, fried ass Mary, Beth, and now Beth's boyfriend. Ex-boyfriend, excuse me, because now Beth has a new man. Okay, now we're caught up. So it's at this time that Mary and her ex. Oh, so Mary starts messing around with Beth's ex, Nate. And they decide to date each other since they're all living in the house. That is so messy. I saw it as messy, but that was okay with Beth because she was in her own relationship and was so in love with this new guy. But that is where things get worse. I value my own personal space. So I will go to work and just come home and be by myself. And this was a complaint by them because they felt that I was not spending enough time with them. Oh, shout out to you. Thank you so much, dude. So Cyrus here. The parents didn't live in the house, so they just own the house. Okay, that's way less bodies. Way less bodies. But still, I feel like it's still a little too much. It should have just been y'all 3. Because now we got this man in here just trying to pipe down stuff and not pay no bills. I don't like him. I don't like Mr. Nate. But thank you for the donation, by the way. I appreciate you. So they were getting mad because our friend would come home from work tired and not want to be all kikiing up in people's face. I feel you. When I live with my grandma, she got mad at me for that too. And I'm just like, girl, I'm tired from work. I don't know what to tell you. Like, if I lived in my own spot, I would be doing the same thing. It is not personal. So I feel you. Like, talking about, and yes, they were white, period. I know. I had a feeling. They felt like I never spent time with them or came to the parties they had. So one day I did hang out with them after getting off work, and I found out the truth of their substance problems. Sis, I sat down and they pulled out not only school buses, if y'all catch my drift, but also Coca-Cola. I immediately left and went to my room alarmed. They began to dive into mysterious substance and more Coca-Cola and became irresponsible. The public sections of the house became dirty, and I refused to be a maid and clean up after them. I got a lock for my bedroom in case they tried to steal from me. They also had 4 cats and 1 dog that were not being watched. As Mary ended up losing her dog due to the dog eating the school buses that was laid out 2 times. Oh my God. So she's really just not taking care of these animals. That's horrible. I feel so bad when babies and animals get into, like, they're in these environments and they get into it because it's like, you had one job. You had one job to make sure that these things don't die. And you leave out El Drucas? And if y'all don't know what school buses is, go and Google it. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. How did the dogs survive? Well, I mean, I guess they give those to some dogs. But still. One day the situation in the house gets worse. They bang on my bedroom door saying there's an emergency. The emergency was that they rescued 14 cats from a bad living situation. I hate all y'all. Like, I would hate my life, bruh. I'm sure this was a very dark time for you. It's like, why are we just keep adding stuff into this circus? So now we have 14 cats up in here. Mind you, this was before the dog was gone. So there was already 4 cats between the 3 of them living in their section of the house. So now there are 14 cats and a dog living in my home. To give an idea of the living situation, there was a bedroom built into the basement, which was mine. 2 bedrooms on the main floor, but Mary and Nate shared the same room. And Beth and her boyfriend, who sometimes stayed, were in the bedroom in the attic. Because they didn't want the 14 cats around the 4 cats that they had already known each other, they put the 14 cats in my living area. Bitch, no. I would rather have the cats that are already socialized and accustomed to the house in my shit. Like, if I have to have cats in my room, like, why are you putting these feral street cats in my room? Huh? No, I know it must smell like corn chips and hay in here. I did not let them in my bedroom, so I found out they put some of them in my personal bathroom, and I have a video below. Oh my gosh, y'all. Hold on. This is crazy. How do I put a video? Here we go. Not the kitty takeover. I just don't understand. Like, so when y'all took them off the street, did you guys do it with it in mind that it would be in my room? Like, like, Here, I'm gonna just loop it. I'm gonna put the chat up here. Can y'all see this? Somebody come look at this. Somebody come and look at this. And it shouldn't be playing any noise, but okay, yeah. Come look at this shit. I'm mad. They put the freaking bowls to eat in the, like, bruh, this shit would piss me off. why are y'all doing my shit like this? Like, what? Y'all didn't have a bathroom? Like, y'all couldn't do this in your own bathroom? Oh my gosh. Hold on. There's another video. This is why people just... Not you showed the cats. Exhibit A. And they're all like cooped up in this one. And I bet you they didn't pay to get them cats no shots. They just put a litter box and food in your shit. Like, that would piss me off. Y'all think they were trying to kick him out? But why? I mean, I guess maybe because everybody's caked up. But I mean, as long as you're paying your bills, it really shouldn't matter. And me personally, if I was in that situation, I would prefer to have a single roommate, you know? But hey. Yeah, that's crazy. They definitely violated. Because why did you even feel comfortable enough coming into my room? And placing that in there is so nasty. And those poor kitties, right? Y'all are all sitting on top of each other. Like, that's not fair for them. Full ass litter box. No, seriously. Like, I know that shit had your eyes tingling, okay? Man, so selfish, right? I was embarrassed to bring hookups over because they would see 8 filled litters in the basement when approaching my bedroom. That can't be good for your health either. I tried to secretly move out and live with a friend that I had made at my job, who's one of my best friends today. But because my dad decided he wasn't going to co-sign, I was stuck in that house. After some time, they did begin to rehome the cats, and this is when Beth decided to let everyone know that she was moving into her boyfriend's apartment. Damn. And now all y'all gotta go because that's Beth's people house. Yep, pretty much. This was major because our landlord was Beth's dad, so our rent would go up. And now Nate would be the point of contact for bills. Nate? Why? Because that's the ex? Oh, so Nate is like, I'm still about to live there. Wow. Before she left, Beth and Mary had a huge falling out. And Beth took all the kitchen appliances to be petty. No, but seriously, though, like, it was a jacked up situation to start with. Like, without even knowing their business. I know their business. That girl is coming in and replacing you. She's head of the house now because that's your daddy house. And your ex is in there with another girl. Like, that was just a dumb situation. That was so dumb. So, she took all the kitchen appliances to be petty. When it dropped to the 3 of us, Mary and Nate's substance problem got worse. Mary claimed that she had a vision, that she needed in the West, she needed to mine for crystals in the West. So her and Nate had a plan to buy an RV to fulfill this. Like, what? The plan was for them to move out, and I would say, if you got RV money, you got apartment money. I'm not about to play with y'all. The plan was for them to move out, and I would stay in the house and bring some of my friends in. Close to the move-out day of the couple, Mary came up to me saying that I was short with paying my part of the bills and that I needed to pay up. I didn't believe her because the amount she said I owed her matched with the amount I overheard them saying they needed for the RV. I reached out to Beth because we were cool despite the fight with Mary and asked for her dad's phone number. When I called him to find out if I still owe money, he stated that we were all caught up. But to my surprise, he said, "I'm going to miss you being my tenant?" Confused, I asked, "What do you mean by that?" And he explained that Mary and Nate said everyone was moving out. So he had someone new moving in the following month. This shocked me because I was not prepared to move. I could have squatted there, but I didn't want any drama. The real issue was between the couple and the landlord with random demands they had. When I confronted them about the money, talking about fried Mary and ex Nate, we had a huge blow up where I fought Nate. Not where it's hustling. You fought him. Honestly, he deserved it. He deserved to get his ass whooped because I just don't like what Nate stands for. Like, you are shitty, dude. Like, I just don't like Nate. That's crazy. He said he beat Nate's ass and left. They tried to lock me out the house, and when I got back inside later that night, they threw away all my food. They threw my wet clothes from the washing machine on the floor in the basement. That would have sent me because all that cat shit, like, oh my God. The next day, Mary came to me apologizing, saying they were zooted and didn't mean to do anything that happened. Well, it happened, and now you have to have the responsibilities. Hi-ass Mary. After the apology, they just went to work, and I packed up all my stuff in the car and left. The only thing I took were my clothes, my shoes, my game system, and other random stuff that was important to me. My best friend took my TV for me, and my bed stuff was just left at the house. I attached a video of Mary and Beth and her man, all three of them. Sorry for the length and more stories to come. I could send a follow-up for any questions. Peace and blessings to you and the fam, and I hope your move was well. Thank you so much, friend. I always appreciate your stories. This is Mary and Nate. Yeah, Nate looked like a police officer. You beat him up, friend. Like, I'm proud of you. Cause Nate looks like a cop. Like, and then who is this? Who is this a video of? Bitches is twerking on the floor. They're doing the hutta. You know, when people be making their legs go like this. Oh my gosh. So Mary is in the solo video. The couple is Beth and her new man. Okay, I was about to say, like, damn, friend, you beat him up? He looks like a cop. Like, he's built like a cop. I'll be scared to beat him up. Yeah, Mary looks like Stephanie Jenkins. She Mary looks like Stephanie Jenkins, girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're out that situation. You could have had health problems, like breathing in all the pneumonia and all that stuff. Like, you could have had health problems. I'm glad that you're not living there no more with Methany Jenkins and the cop. And yeah, that just sounds like a freaking lot. But I mean, shit, at least you got your ones in, you know? At least you got your ones in. They tried to bad girls club you, but it's all good. You got your lick back. I hope that those people are okay, though. It sounds like they're on the trajectory of, like, getting really deep into some addictive habits, you know? Let's see the comments on TikTok. Someone said it's giving addicts, because why would you just leave substances out for a pet? Exactly. Very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. Was that a hairball? That looked like a hairball in that shower. It did. Like they just coughed something up. The whole shower just looked like it had little bits and particles of just cat. They said it's time to move. Let's see, what else? That's pretty much it. Thank y'all so much on TikTok, though. I see y'all showing me love. I'm glad you guys found me. Yeah, this story did feel like a fever dream. I'm so glad this is behind you, because that's all that was missing is like a ferret, a teacup pig. Like, I cannot. But thank you so much for sending stuff in. I love when you send stuff in. Let's get on to this next story. Speaking of El Drugas, okay, we've got TRIBETEA emergency. I think my boyfriend is on that shit, and he might be being unfaithful. Okay, this one's a short one for such a crazy headline. All right. Hey Naja, hey friend. I have been a silent watcher for a year. Oh, well, thank you for stopping by. I've literally been binging your videos nonstop all the time. Keep doing you. I'm so proud of you and how far you've come. Well, thank you so much. So I have been with my boyfriend for about 2 years. We just moved in together in June. I'm 23 And he is 36. I was tired of living with my family. I kind of rushed moving in with him. Girl, we know. I'm questioning, like, that's somebody in the chat talking about, girl, break up. Talk about, baby, that's stop right there. Like, talk about, as a 35-year-old myself, ew. No, seriously, dude. He's a fucking cradle robber. I feel like it's societally acceptable when you're 25 to date older. But they just released a study. Shout out to Blackavelli for the donation. Thank you so much, friend. They said that age gap. No, seriously. Ugh. They do say 25 is when your brain fully matures, but they just released a new study, as in like the I want to say the end of November. This just came out that we technically have an adolescent brain until about 32. Which makes a lot of sense. I was talking about it with my husband, and he was just like, oh, that, like, honestly, it just, for me, as soon as I hit that, and I'm like, well, shit, I'm 29. I consider myself pretty developed, but I don't know. I do feel childish sometimes. Like, I feel like there's still a little bit more, you know, immaturity in me. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I feel like the goalpost has been moved, guys. I feel like It used to be 25, but it might actually be like 30. They said your brain, you do a major shift in your brain ages 9, 17, 32, and then your brain starts to regress or whatever. It's a muscle, so however you work it, right? Girl, I'm scared. We ain't even into the stuff yet. Yeah, and everybody's different, right? Everybody's different. You talking about I still got a little fight in me. Oh my gosh. She said she was tired of living with her parents. It's a canon event, I fear. Tired of living with her parents and just rushing to moving with him because I'm ready to be independent. He taught me how to drive, and he let me drive his car he just bought. We're in the West Coast. I really love him and have never felt this way about anybody before. There's been a lot of red flags, though. I've been ignoring them, but now that I'm choosing to speak on it or confront him, he tells me that he's good to me and I don't have any reason to keep looking for issues or trying to fight with him, but that's not it. The first red flag is he's always at his friend's empty apartment and going to bars alone while I'm working a night shift. Call me, I don't know, call me what you want. I'm going to just say it because I know somebody out there is thinking it. Ladies, if you want to date older, that's fine. That's fine. If you are a consenting adult, that is fine. However, it is 2025. If you are dating someone 10 years older than you, you should not be paying bills. I'm sorry. What is the whole point of dating somebody older? You're more stable. You're financially stable. You have vehicles. You have tenure. Why am I working? You definitely shouldn't be working no graveyard shit. You should be doing something cutesy. Like, oh, I just want to work, so I'm going to go babysit, or I'm going to go be a receptionist, or I'm going to go, work at the Starbucks. Like, you should not be working no damn graveyard shift living with a 36-year-old man. Like, we've got a lot of red flags here, sis. That man should be whining, dining, pampering you. Because he should know how lucky he is to have bagged somebody like you. Like, that's what I'm saying. His credit should be good. He should have assets already. There's no, this is a grown man. And that's why people always say there's a reason why his peers don't want him and why he's dating somewhere else. Because he cannot meet the standard of being a 36-year-old. Like, what? You should not be paying I'm just so confused. Because I get it if you want to work, have your own money. But there's nobody on this planet working graveyard shifts for fun. Like, no. No, no, no. And then you say he hanging out with his friend in an empty apartment and going to bars. Well, she said the night shift, not the graveyard shift. Still, I don't know nobody working no night shift. Anybody that I know who's on some like, oh, I still want to work even though my man pays for everything, usually does like, I don't want to call it light work, but usually stuff with like part-time, like flexible schedule. Not this. I know the friend's apartment is empty because his friend also works a night shift. We are both in healthcare. What does this man do for work? He's about to piss me off. What does he do for work? I have tried to be patient and trusting, but it's becoming every weekend while I'm working. I could see his location going to bars for hours and then staying at his friend's until I get home. When I try to bring it up, he says I'm overreacting and he's just there to clean his friend's house for extra cash and work out. Oh my gosh, girl, you need to leave him. So, like, are you paying bills at the apartment? Like, I'm confused. Like, what are you working towards? Like, you say you're in healthcare. Do you have a degree? Are you working towards a degree? Like, what is your tea? Because I'm trying to give you an out. It seems like you just need someplace to stay and you're doing that. So, like, what is this apartment even like somewhere nice? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, how's he affording this? Y'all talking about he's smashing at the friend's house. He might be smashing the friend. I try to be patient and trusting, but it's every weekend. I believed him at first, but why would you work out for over 4 hours every Saturday while going to bars alone as well? I have found multiple tools for Coca-Cola, including mini spoon keychain, cut up straws, scales, and even a girl texting his phone asking for it. I'm so over this, and every time I bring up my concerns about these things, he makes me feel crazy and tells me that I must be zooted or being unfaithful because I keep accusing him trying to start a fight. This is my first adult relationship, and I guess I believed it for so long because I wanted it to work out. What should I do? I'm stuck on the lease. On the lease? You signed a lease? I have so many questions. I am signed to a lease until June. I have invested time and money into the furniture, and I also drive his car and split bills. I am so lost right now. Thanks. He is a street pharmacist. That's how I think. That is my assumption. I feel like he is selling stuff and he's trapping out his friend's house. And he's taking advantage of you because you're wet behind the ears. And I see you're in healthcare. You're probably a very intelligent, educated young lady. And he's playing on your top. Pretty much. Like, you go to bars and clubs. Men that do that profession, they have to go to bars. They have to go to clubs so that they can sell stuff to drunk people in this party environment. You would know if he was, like, addicted. Okay? He might be a casual user, you know? A lot of people with his profession that do use will sell it to somebody, and then the person will be like, hey, you want to do one with me? Sure. Now you're getting free product and you just got free money. Like, it's giving that, because you would know if he was on his Stephanie Jenkins, as we were saying, if he was on the Stephanie Jenkins. But yeah, I would be very scared to lose my job in healthcare dating somebody who is this entangled with substances. No, seriously, like, if I were you, I would save up enough money for 2 months. Then I would look for an apartment. I mean, depending on the market, it could take you 6 months to find a new apartment. So you might end up just like living the lease out. But when did you send me this? 2 months ago? Girl, I hope you are not with him right now. He sounds like dead weight. It sounds like the only thing that he did for you was look good on paper to co-sign for an apartment because he's so fucking old. Like, you low-key used him to get freedom from your family, which you were already going to get. And I feel so bad because a lot of us young girls make this mistake. I made this mistake too, just trying to go sleep at some nasty ass guy's house because I just don't want to listen to my mom's rules. I don't like getting yelled at by my mom. I'm tired of fighting with my mom, right? So I'm just going to go and do this. Whereas if I would have just waited, like, a year later to where I could stack up, I would have been able to take care of myself. But I wanted to, you get what I'm saying? That's why I was like, it's a canon event. It happens to a lot of girls growing up. But you have a little bit more to lose. You actually are starting a career. You're in the healthcare field. You're working night shifts at the hospital while he's over here at the bar in the trap. It sounds like you're 36 and he's 23. And I know you probably tell yourself, oh, I'm so mature. I'm doing all these adult things. That's why I'm with him. And while he's out doing all this immature shit, he's telling other men, other women, older women usually, oh, well, that's why I'm with a 23-year-old, because this is my lifestyle and this is what I do. Signing that lease was probably the worst thing you could have done, though. Hopefully you signed a lease to where you can pay 2 months and get out. Hopefully you're not with him anymore, because he sounds like nothing but a burden. I don't give a damn. You can call me gold digger or whatever. I'm not splitting no bills with somebody 10 years older than me. You had 10 years head start to get your paper up. I'm not about to do that with you. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Right, that's too close to dating Pop-Pop. She said, what do I do? I'm stuck in the lease till June. I drive his car and split the bills. I am so lost. Girl, if you do not either move back in with your people, save up to when you can live on your own and date accordingly. Because this isn't it. He's a liability. He's going to get you in trouble. Or he's going to get in trouble and somebody's going to come after you. Then it's going to get scary. All right. Let me know what you guys think. That I was going to say that too. Look for a studio. Try to find rooms with other women. You know, like if people have rooms available, try to go bunk with other women in your same situation. Ask around. There's usually other nurses, people in healthcare that are also looking for room and board. Like, because I hate to say it, but the term homosexual keeps popping in my mind. But I know it's deeper than that for you because it's your first adult relationship and he's being very shitty. And if you think that that's average, like that's the norm, like it's just a bad situation. You really need to get out of it. I'm not going to tell you what everyone's telling you. I'm not going to tell you to break up with him. That's your fucking business if you want to do it. But you need to move out. Y'all do not need to be living with each other. You don't. It's already an unequal situation. I don't know. I don't know, bro. Y'all talking about homosexual. Man, look. Make sure you guys like the stream. Thank you guys for the compliments in the comments. There's a reason why women his age don't date him, period. That age gap is a little crazy. You can get out of a lease in DV cases. Yeah, but he ain't crazy. He not putting his hands on her. Because that's when you go to jail. You go to jail, okay? All right, let's get on to story number 3. Needing to change my life, okay? Speaking of coming of age and all that stuff, right? Needing to change my life. Make sure you guys are double tapping on TikTok and liking the stream. Somebody was like, I'm gonna say it. Break up with him. Girl, at least get him out. Get your own space. Like, because I feel like a really big part of coming of age is having that apartment by yourself era at least once. You need it at least once, bruh. Trust. Because when I was in my living alone era and I didn't have no roommates, it wasn't long though. It was only for maybe like 4 months, 5 months, but that shit was peak. Little scary at night times. But peak nonetheless. All right, let's get to this next one. Needing to change my life. Okay. Hey, Naja. Hey, friend. This will be my second story that I've sent in. Well, thanks for writing in, friend. I'm the girl who wrote in about the trio to duo freshman year back in April. Damn, we got a lot of people writing in from April. let's get into the real reason why I'm writing in. So to start off, I'm a Scorpio sun, a Taurus moon, and a Cancer rising. Shout out to all my Scorpios, Taurus, and Cancers. I am 19. Well, now she's 20 at the time of the story. The time I'm reading this. Happy belated birthday. My freshman year of college, I was at university, but my parents couldn't pay for my tuition sophomore year, so I had to move back home and go to a community college, which I didn't mind because living in the city, I could have better job opportunities, be able to do some online classes, a few in person. I got a job at Topgolf. Okay. The money's good, but the job itself is a mess. From the managers to the cooks to the food runners, we be getting backed up. Sometimes food runners quit in the middle of the rush. Oh my gosh. I try not to take things personal at work, but hey. Anyways, my parents are struggling to pay for my tuition at a community college, and I went from 5 classes to 2 classes because that's all they could afford. I even put money towards my tuition just to help them. It kind of makes me sad because taking 2 classes is really not enough, especially if I'm going to do that for each semester. I know, like, you're not going to finish. You're going to finish in like 4 or 5 years doing that. So the idea of joining the military popped in my head. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to do it. I don't want to keep seeing my parents struggle with having to pay their bills and my tuition on top of that because it just hurts watching and hearing the convos about money. I want to do active duty either for the Navy or the Air Force. Okay, girl. My brother is in the military. He's reserve, but he is currently on a deployment for a year in Poland. Ooh. My other brother was also in the military, but not currently serving. My dad saw that I was studying for the ASVAB, and he was not very happy because he feels like I'm being impulsive and that I don't have a plan. And he said if I go into it for 4 years, when I get out, I'll be stuck not knowing what else I want to do outside of it. He then said the military won't pay for school until after I serve my time, which is not true. So here, let me just interject real quick. So what? What's the problem with that? Like, what's the problem with that? Like, okay, you go to the military and then you come back and do your schooling. Your life will be so much easier financially. Now, there is the catch, which I'm sure your dad is actually concerned about, is we are at a very prickly time right now. We are like bubbling on war right now. There's stuff going on in the Caribbean, South America, Venezuela, that's everybody's involved with. There's stuff in Poland, Russia, Ukraine, Gaza, all that. Like it is very intense right now. And whereas back in the day, people could enlist and, do what they do, never get stationed nowhere, never get sent nowhere, and then they get sent home and everything's cool. Maybe they were just on a computer. But it can get pretty sketchy. But if his only reason is, they ain't even going to pay for it until after you serve, even if that is the truth, so what? Like, you're getting your education, you're getting your money, you're getting boarding, you're being taken care of at least, and if your other siblings have done that, it's kind of a telltale sign that might be the only way out for your family, bruh. And there's no shame in that. There are military families all over the U.S. for this exact reason. Some people take their degree that they got from the military and they get, apply for like sciences, like degrees in sciences, so that maybe they can go and be a doctor or whatever. But that's tons of schooling, right? So that their kids don't have to do that. But usually people that are in poverty-stricken situations will just do enough, just enough what they got to do so that they can be stable. She's just like, he told me not to worry about school and that they'll figure it out, but I don't want them to keep having to take out loans. Yeah, I was about to say somebody's taking out a loan. I just need my dad to respect me as an individual. Lastly, my boyfriend and I recently broke up. Damn. I'll name the boyfriend Samir. We were together for a year and 5 months. He is an Aquarius, birthday on Valentine's Day, and he has a Sag moon. Shout out to all of my Aquarius and my Sagittarius. We met, and I just turned 18, and when we met, I just turned 18, and he was 19, about to turn 20. He's tall, he's tatted, Girl, not you over here describing this man. You sent me so many pictures of y'all. Hold on, let me see. Oh, is that y'all for prom? Oh, you guys look cute. Okay, you guys actually match each other very well. Okay, he got his diploma. He's not a dummy. All right, kid. Okay. So, Tama, he's such a good boyfriend to me. One of the best boyfriends I've had, but I messed it up. He found out that I was emotionally cheating on him. Oh. I had a private Insta account with no one on it, like a personal digital diary, and he saw I would sometimes mention my ex that I was with in the 10th grade, who I lost my V card to, and I said a lot of stupid stuff that I'm not proud of. He saw, like, friend, why didn't you just get an actual diary? I was about to say dollary. Go to the Dollar Tree and get a diary and write up in it, okay? Why are we doing, like... And then you know how technology, all the phones are connected, like, so if... Girl, that Finsta probably popped up on his page one day. Like, why did you do that? Then he saw that the ex added me on Facebook and liked all my pics. And I didn't tell Samir, which he was not happy about. So he broke up with me around Thanksgiving of 2024. We got back together around February after his 21st birthday. Fast forward to April, he moved up north with his uncle and his family, but we still try to make long distance work. He came back home for his cousin's wedding, and he found out I unblocked my ex on Facebook. Why are you... The same one he broke up with me for the first time. I unblocked him during the period we weren't together because I didn't know if he and I were going to get back together or not. Okay, but friend, that's letting him know that he is he's the placeholder. Like, I get his perspective. Like, why do you keep dragging this ex around if you're with me, you know? Like, and then I'm sure he feels some type of way because you guys are still young. Dudes my age don't give a fuck about this. But, well, shit, now they do. Now these podcast bros do. But I was gonna say, like, because y'all are so young and so fixated on, like, virginity complexes and shit, it's like I'm sure he feels a little insecure. You got this guy around that you had, like, that intimate moment with, and he just, like, keeps popping up, and you just keep him in your pocket, you know? I don't know. So I told him my heart is only for him. I know my actions are stupid, but me and the ex do not talk. No communication in 4 years. That's not true. He was liking your stuff. So Samir says I'm too sneaky for him, girl. And he can't be with me. It breaks my heart because I've forgiven him for things he's done. I caught him on apps like Wiz talking to other girl. It sounds like both of y'all needed to break up because you got me so fucked up. You're on whole dating apps. His excuse was he wanted to make more friends, but he was flirting with them. Our relationship sometimes, Samir would be way too logical while there's me, the water sign crybaby. Sometimes he would be so emotionally detached, but I knew deep down he's an emotional person. We were doing no contact, but I called him today just to hear his voice and see how he was doing, and the love is still very much there, but I think he's standing tall on his decision, and I can respect that. Y'all said how old are they? They are 21 and 20. So yeah, now that I'm single, everyone's going back to school. I dropped my classes. There's nothing left in my hometown for me. I have my friends, but they're living their lives, moving into apartments, back at school, and I just feel stuck. So yeah, I'm focusing on joining the military. My dad can be upset all he wants, but I'm not a dumbass. I'm doing my research and I'm aware of what I'm signing up for. As for Samir, I'll always love him. Thank you for reading. If you have any advice, please let me know. So I saw some really good stuff in the chat earlier. I'm going to scroll back up. Here we go. Kenneth says, the military isn't for me, but I understand why you'd go. I fully respect it. Someone else says, I hear dad because she needs a tangible plan. Go to the military for the GI Bill and study for what? That is true. Someone else said, you are signing your life away now and potentially in the future. Even after you retire, they still own you. Yes, they do. After that, contractually, so there are perks, but it's a serious choice. Someone else says, the GI Bill genuinely pays for a lot if you feel it outweighs the cons of enlisting in the military and being owned by the government. Someone else says, my situationship bought a house at 26 with his military checks. He is now disabled and receives so much money. Damn, but he had to get disabled to get that. Like, that's, damn. They said, are you still in love with your ex? I think she is. Man. Y'all said it sounded like she went to the military just because she got broken up with. And boot camp is not for the weak. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know. I feel like she is having a rock bottom moment where it's like your parents can't pay for the school anymore. There never was that type of money in the first place because your siblings all went to the military. You and your boyfriend broke up. Your friends are moving to their dorms and their apartments. Yeah, because she sent this to me in August. So it's like all the fall stuff is going on and you're feeling left behind. So you're like, you know what? F it. I'm about to just go and do me. You know? Shoot. Let's see. We got an update of what she's going to do. Update. I decided to do the reserves instead of active duty. That's when I go to drill once a month and 2 weeks during the summer. I won't get paid as much as if I did active duty, but it's okay. Reserves is mainly for people who are in school anyways. I did more research. The military will give me money back as well for going to school as a full-time student on top of my other pay. I want to continue going to school instead of stopping since I already finished my freshman year. I want to have the college experience and become a physical therapist. Growing up, seeing people struggle around me is a reminder to get my life together and build it up for success. I know signs aren't everything, but with my moon being in Taurus, I feel like there's the need of structure. I know I'm still young, but I just don't want to fail. I stay up late crying, worrying about my life. Right now, everything feels so unbalanced and the emotions are so intense. I just don't want to fail. Thank you for reading. Friend, you could start over so many times. Like, you're still so young. And I know you're probably tired of hearing people say that to you, but like, think of it this way. You could get 2 bachelors in 10 years if you wanted to, like in different areas. Like, you can go to school you can get 1 bachelor in 20 years, stretching it out. Like, you could go back to school when you're 31, 32 and finish it out. Like, don't think that you have to do shit right now in order to be successful. Because I'm going to keep it a being with you. Being on the others, I was just having this thought the other day. So y'all talking about, bruh, active duty is not worth it. I feel like I say this every stream. Yeah, y'all said she should probably sit down and really think about it, especially applying for scholarships. I feel bad because this is something that you don't realize until you are way past this shit. Like, when you're older, is like, unless your parents chose what you were going to do by the time you're in like middle school academically, I would even say elementary, like as soon as you realize that, oh, I don't understand this math equation and like we got to really drill it, because if you don't get it once, you will get left behind because they're not making kids repeat shit no more. You're going straight to that next grade. Unless your parents drilled in you academically to compensate for the lack of finances, it's going to be a struggle, bruh. It's going to be a struggle. Like, it's going to be a struggle. Like, when we start our family, bruh, I'm going to be so real with my kid about money and education. I saw this PBS documentary where they followed poor children from 2012 all the way up until 2025 being adults. And the common denominator is always education. And that's why it's really scary that they're coming for kids' education right now. The knowledge really is power, bruh. Because the same way you can get scholarships for running a football back and forth, you can get a scholarship for being smart as fuck. And there are certain degrees in this world that will guarantee you 6 figures every time. Every time. You know? But let me see. You have your whole life ahead of you. You can go and be so many different things. Like, just because you want to be a physical therapist right now, this second, doesn't mean you can't go to school later and be like an actual psychologist or an actual therapist or a personal trainer or like a medically personal trainer or whatever. They said you could still get drafted going to the reserves if something happens. Ooh, Don't let other people be a detriment for doing anything. Exactly. And nobody ever has it all figured out. You can ask somebody who's 65, 70 years old right now. They'll tell you the same thing. Like, do not beat yourself up on not having this shit figured out. Nobody has this shit figured out, girl. That's the whole point. Nobody knows what's happening after this. Nobody knows what's the true anything, right? They said you can get credits from the military. Somebody said you should do community college. She's already in community college, but she says she has 2 parents, so she probably makes too much for the FAFSA, and they're taking out loans. Loans, scholarships, grants. He said, I went through the same thing. I didn't even discharge. I just quit. Ooh, they gonna come and get you. Talk about they not about to have you doing push-ups every day. Look, I have no upper body strength. I would just... Go on, it's on YouTube for free. Just type in PBS 20-year poor people in America, poverty in America, and it shows you there's a white girl, there's a black boy, like it shows you the difference. And it was so sad because it's like it's all about education. All of the parents in there didn't have more of like a 6th grade education. They didn't push for their kids to go to school. And a lot of the kids were like, I don't want to live like this anymore. And my dream is to go to school and get a good job. Like, and some of them, because of their environment, you know, they slipped into things. Like one guy got in trouble for vandalism or something like that. And he went to jail, and he was just thinking in jail, like, this is not what I want to do. Like, I actually slipped. I need to get back on it. One girl went to trade school. She bought a trailer. She bought some more properties. Like, it was just showing it is doable, but you got to get it out the mud. And the education is the equalizer. Like, college used to be free. And then once people started going, then they start charging people because that is the equalizer. Yeah, America is literal fucking hell, dude. Like, but yeah, my message to her is do what you feel. You don't have to have it all figured out. Shoot, you could take off of school right now and actually start working if you want to. Get in a feel for being in the free world and like all that stuff, right? Because that's what I did. My people were taking out loans for my stuff, and I'm like, this isn't gonna work. I just got into the work field, and then when I made enough money, I'm sorry, I've been talking for fucking 2 hours. When I made enough money to take myself to community college, you know, I would do online courses, expedited courses, expedite, whatever. And it would cost me about like $2,000, $3,000 a semester. But then tax season, I would get that money back, and then I would just put it back in to the thing, right? So there's different ways to do it. Some people go to trade school so that they can get their money up, and then they actually take that money from the trade and go back to school. Some people do internships and then kind of use the internship. Like we were talking about a girl working at a hospital in the last video. They'll work at that hospital and then use that to pay for their schooling, and then they'll have a program. Like there's all types of different ways you can get it done. Yes, it's the one called Born Poor. Watch that, y'all. All right, we're about to get to this last story. Make sure you guys like this stream. If you want to be in the chat, you do have to go on YouTube, guys, if you want to be seen on the screen. This last story is... Am I trying to fill a void, or are my feelings real? Ooh, girl. Hey, Naja girl. Hey, friend. I hope you're doing well. I've written to you before about a different matter, and I do have an update, but I will write about it later. For now, I want to get you and the tribe's advice on love and relationships, girl. First off, congrats to you and Daniel getting a house. Thank you so much. Girl, I am so proud of you. I've been watching you since high school, so to see you grow up and achieve is amazing. Well, thank you for the ongoing support. So, I don't know what's in the air this year, but so many people I know in my community have been getting married left and right. I am part of a culture where we don't really date. We court with the intention of getting married. And that usually starts happening around the age I am now, which is 22. You know that tweet that was popular when Liam Payne died? That said, niggas wasn't ever dying. Like, no, for real. Like, why are people dying that was never dying before? Yes, bruh. Talk about it's people getting married that ain't never been married before. Yes. Like, oh my gosh. See these people around me getting married and getting into a relationship makes me happy. It genuinely does. But I can't help but shake this feeling of sadness because I've never been in a relationship before, like, ever. I remember one time this summer, I got so sad about this, I isolated myself for a week. Growing up, I never got any romantic attention, and it made me feel really bad about myself. I was the kid who always got asked out as a joke. Oh, no. I got made fun of for having a crush. And I remember one time my friend in middle school admitted that she dated this guy I liked just to get a reaction out of me. Middle school, girl. We gotta let that hurt go. I'm at the point now where I desire a relationship, or maybe companionship rather. But I can't tell if it's to fill a void or if the feelings I have are actually real. I'm currently getting my master's, yes, and will eventually go on to get my PhD. But this means I will probably be done with everything by the time I'm 30. And to be honest, I don't want to wait that long. I really want to find someone who I can grow with, support him, have him support me, learn from each other, and ultimately have the life I've always wanted. My whole life has been school. I'm used to being alone. I enjoy my own company. Okay, I'm about to just cut the chase, girl. You need to find you a man in that school. You need to find you a man in the school, girl, because you working way too hard for the man pool that's going on right now, okay? You need to get you a man that's in that school that's also working as equally as hard, that understands your work ethic, that understands that we need to get our work done right now and then we'll play later type of deal. Get you a man at the school. Because I guarantee you all the other girls are already looking at the prospects. Because when you do degrees like this, that's it, girl. Like, girl, if you don't date a nerd, no, seriously, if you do not date a nerd, take your time, get with a nerd, because what you don't want is for you to be an accomplished woman and then some dust ball come around. I was even going to say maybe ask your parents to arrange something for you, since you said that's in your culture. You guys do relationships to marriage, like you court to marriage. But if your parents have bad taste, I completely get it. Like, I'm all for consensual arranged marriages, honestly, because I just feel so bad. Like, right now, it is hell out there. It's hell out there, bro. Dating is not easy right now. So yeah, I would date somebody at that school, like, that is within your culture as well, if you can. But if not in your culture, at least with the same values of, I want to court this person to wed. I also want to get my education. I want her to get her education. You know what I mean? On top of this, I also oscillate between feeling that I'm too young and not ready to be with somebody yet, and telling myself I think I'm ready. I just feel like I'm ready to take the risk and put myself out there. I question whether I'm trying to fill a void, because I see people say you need to be happy alone first, and I feel like I am. Maybe I feel upset while I'm content with myself. I'd like to have that person to share my life with. I feel like I got love to give, and low-key this would heal me a bit. Lastly, my love life, if you want to call it that, has not been the best. Ooh, girl. When I was younger, I always had crushes, but they were always one-sided, and sometimes dudes were just mean. I was made to feel silly for even thinking I could like someone. And now that I'm older, I've noticed this weird dynamic where I like a guy and I can tell he might be feeling me, but nothing ever happens. They will hang around me and then all of a sudden ignore me, act like I don't exist, or they'll do that weird thing of staring but never saying anything. I've had a bunch of almost being in a relationship, and it just pissing me off, to be honest. Even my friends who are like me with limited experience, all of them have had at least one or two experiences. So this really got me thinking, damn, is there something wrong with me? I've had people be shocked that I've never dated or had a fling before. Like I said, not feeling desire when I was younger took a toll on my self-esteem, and I'm proud of where I am today. I'm looking for advice on this matter. Given that you're married now, congrats. Thanks, babes. Did you feel this way at my age? Is it giving I need to focus on myself because I'm trying to fill a void? Or is it giving my feelings are real? Thanks so much for listening. By the way, if you're curious what I look like, here I am. Let's see. Okay, fashionista. Girl, yes. Okay, so you're hijabi. That's the culture you were talking about. Yes, henna. Oh my God. Girl, you be eating these fits up. Yes, you be eating these fits up. I love the embroidery on your sleeves. It's like so much little detail. Like, yes, girl, what are we doing? Yes. Okay. Honestly, you said, did I feel this way at your age? I feel like it's hard because we come from two different cultures. So, like, I was very Americanized at your age, very Western, very, I had boys in my house, men in my house, I guess. I was doing stuff, I moved out very young. At your age, I had already been living on my own for like 4 years. So yeah, bruh, I wouldn't do that type of comparison, but I will say you probably are basing your peers' experiences on your own, because at 22, usually people don't really feel like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old, I need to settle down, until the societal pressures happen at around like 25, 26, right? So I do think that you probably are, I wouldn't say fill a void, but more so want to be like everybody else, which isn't a horrible thing. It's a very human thing, right? But yeah, I don't know, because what is considered a fling in your culture? You get what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of these guys are attracted to you, but they don't want to disrespect you. They don't know, like, oh, is this, like, with your faith, like, is this spiritual? Is this social? Are you Americanized or are you traditional? Like, I feel like that would probably is what has the guys a little bit on the fence, unless you're talking to other guys within your culture, but I don't know. Here, let me read the chat. What do you guys have to say? They say you have to find yourself before getting into a relationship. That's very true. I always say this. Would you rather have someone that is not done baking in the oven or a full baked person? That's true. She does not need to feel bad. My boyfriend now did not date me, and he was 19 at the time. Everything falls into place, right? For all you know, your husband could be in the same class as you right now. If it makes her feel better, same. And I'm 28, period. It's just really hard out here for everybody right now. The dating scene is trash. I felt similar to her. I've had very similar experience, but I always befriend my crushes, and at times I make the step forward. And to be honest, you don't know what it looks like in them people's homes. Their relationships could be miserable. No, seriously. And no, she is not Asian. She is a black woman. She is just hijabi. She is a black woman, but she is hijabi. She made that I just didn't read it out loud to y'all because she told me the meme where people be like, damn, bro, niggas dying that ain't never died before. And don't worry, I am black. So like, yes, bro, please enjoy your 20s. Please, please, please enjoy your 20s. Like, get your education, make tons of friends. But you have to plant a seed. So if you want to be married in your early 30s, mid 30s, you might want to plant that seed, right? So maybe befriend some guys. I saw someone in the chat say, get some friends, right? Because you want people that are in your same social circle, really, because you're too much of a catch. You're way too much of a catch. You got way too much value on you, girl, to be stooping it down, okay? Not y'all talking about she from Philly. Y'all crazy. No, that's what I'm saying. Ask your friends to hook you up. And you might be surprised. They might even tell you, like, no, you need to focus on your education right now, But don't feel bad. We all get peer pressured. We all feel like we need to do some. Girl, you know how many people told me that I need to have like 2-3 kids by now? Like, don't feel bad if you're not on somebody else's path. You get what I'm saying? I had people telling me that I should have been a homeowner when I was like 21. I'm like, oh, there's no reason you should be paying. You've been paying rent for like 4 or 5 years. You need to be a homeowner. They have young homeowners this, young homeowners that. People will always tell you to do stuff, you know? Tell me you need to be patient. Man, yeah, you do have to learn to get comfortable with guys and just realize that they're people too, right? And they can get weird just like anybody else. But yeah, just do you, sis. I'm telling you, it'll happen. You don't think these dudes are also looking for prospects? Just look around, man. Just look around. But that is all I got for you guys today. Shout out to y'all on TikTok. They said maybe you should try a hijabi matchmaker. See, I don't trust them though, because it's like, I feel like they're not going to take into consideration that you are like a progressive woman, basically. I feel like they're probably going to match you up with their nephew, their younger cousin, because you're a catch. And they're going to try to, no, that's why I said at least have your parents matchmake, because I wouldn't trust no matchmaker. But yeah, from what I've heard, someone on TikTok did say Muslim dating is very different. It's very different. So if you guys have any experience, put it in the comments below. If you guys would like your story read on my stream, just send it to TRIBETEA@shopvoodoochild.com. Make sure you censor your receipts. I'm not going to post any pictures on here of you, don't worry. But censor your receipts, censor them, censor, okay? Because I'm not about to do it, all right? What else? Please go and check out my vlog channel. I just dropped a vlog yesterday. I'm starting Vlogmas. I'm doing one vlog every week. Tune into my podcast. I'm going live on Friday. I just posted a pop culture rant. Go check it out. I'm going to post another one next week, okay? I'm getting better. I'm taking a break on my book reviews and like focusing more on the pop culture rants because obviously it's a fan favorite on this channel. So you guys are going to get another one next week. So I hope to see you in the comments. And yeah, if you need something to watch, go watch that PBS documentary, Born Poor. It puts a very different perspective on all of the different nuances that go into being a self-made person and different levels of poor. That shit was just so sad. If you've seen it, you've seen it. I felt so bad when that girl, the little girl, had to give her dog away, and it like instilled this trauma in her for her whole life to where she would like rescue dogs, and then she became a 911 operator and got fired because she got a call that a dog was dying in the road, and she went and got the dog, and they're like, you're not allowed to go to the scene. I'm like, damn, bro. It's crazy how like some adults really think that like on that Resilient Jenkins stuff, you being in poverty is not affecting your kids. And it does. Like it scars them deep, like deep. That girl was making good money, homeowner, all this stuff, and got fired because of her trauma. It's so bad. It's so bad. But please go watch it and let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys next time. Be kind to each other. Bundle up. It's cold out there. And yeah, bye. Like the video on the way out.